Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back, and as always, massive, and this is never more true, but a huge amount of thanks for all the support. I did say I thought I might come back with this framed florals that was in one of the goodie boxes, just because it's got all these lovely flowers on, which I'm kind of feeling in the vibe of at the moment. Just before I do that, I just want to introduce, I know it's a bit mixed up so you can't really see what it is, but I'll show you the end result in a moment. I bought this cheap die from, I think it was AliExpress, may have been Temu. I know it's on both sites anyway. And I took that pearlized paper pad, the insert pad, and a bit of gold mirror card. And I ended up with this gorgeous little card, and this goes out to all of you because obviously this is perfect sentiment for what I'm feeling about you guys at the moment. But it just makes that little card there. If anybody wants the link to it, it's a lovely little die. I don't think it's a copy of anything I've seen anywhere before. But this is just a Spellbinders. It's either going to be a better press plate that I've foiled, or it'll be a foil plate. I think it's one that comes with lots of sentiments, but you do it all in one go and then cut them all out in one go, which I do prefer to do. But I mean, that's a lovely, delicate little sort of card for somebody going through what we're going through at the moment. But I just thought I'd show you that because I just thought it was really lovely. It turned out really well. So, I mean, even if you did that one card out of each of those sheets there, I think you'd easily sell that for at least £1. Let's have a look, see what might go into. You might get that into a 6x6 envelope, just about, if it's roomy. And I don't think, yeah, so you probably would just about get that into a 6x6. You could just take a smidge off the top and bottom if you wanted to. But by the by, that is that one. So this, as I did say before, is a concept card kit. So you get these sort of concepts made up for you. You've got a couple of card blanks, different things, and then you've got these extra 2 sheets of toppers with all of the sentiments on. So let me pop that and that out of the way. I'm going to be using this purple one, just because it was my nephew's favourite colour. Anthony, the one that sadly passed away, so I thought I'd honour him and do use this one today. And I'm also going to be using this one because it kind of ties in the blues and the purples. Obviously, because I'm not making up the concept card, I do need some other cardstock. I did think about using that pearlized one, but I decided to go with this duo design paper pad, the vintage mattes and aged paper. And I'm just going to go with, I think it's this one, which is the, let me see, I can't remember if it's that one or the other one. I think it's the slightly pinker one. Oops, there we go. No, let's go with this one. Keep it a little bit unisex so that we can change it to masculine if we want to. Okay, so let's start by popping that to the side. I've got one of my 6x12 card blanks, and because this card is, I think it's just under 5x5, yes, so 4 1/4. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it at the 12 inches, but I'm going to cut that down to 5 inches. So I've got a nice piece of white card there if I need a support or anything for another card. And then I'm going to bring in my scoreboard and the score tool, which I have just hidden, and I'm going to make a sort of stepper card. So I'm going to score at 2 and 4. Now if you've got the bigger board, you can then go on and score 8. I haven't, so I'm just going to whip that around and score it at 4. So this is going to give me like 2 steps. Okay, so let me just pop these out of the way. Check. I don't really do that way when it's slightly whiter this side. And I got this cardstock. This is the same cardstock I was using before, so the 300 GSM white cardstock. And I got it from Paper Cuts again. But this time I bought a pack of, they've done a specific 6x12, so you get 200 sheets. It's all cut. You just pay an extra £1 for them to cut it for you. So I thought, well, it's going to save me a tiny weeny bit of time, so I went for that one this time, although I've still got some of the other cardstock there to use. So for this one here, so I've got 4 and I've got 2 inches there. So let me bring in a piece of gold, because we've got the gold foil in, and I'm going to want a piece that's 2 notches under the 4 by 2 notches under the 5. And then this piece should be just under 2, so we can try and keep that nice and straight. Just making sure that stays straight. I hate it when it moves. So we just need to be 2 notches under, 2 notches under, and then again 2 notches under that 5. Right, and then I'm going to cut this down the centre. So that's going to be for my second card. And then I want a piece that's going to be 4 notches under the 4. Or shall I put this bit on the front? Right, so put this bit on the front. So we've got 1 3/4. And that should fit to size. And it does, if I put it straight. Now this bit is going to be too small, because what we want it to be would be 3 3/4. But what I'm going to do is, I am going to put this on here, but I'm going to break it up with a border. Okay. So if I, so we know that we are 3/4 of an inch too small. So if I cut that at 2 inches, and then I know if I do a border of an inch, I'm going to get that covered as I want it to. So let's do that now. We'll cut that to 1 inch. This is the gold. And again, we want that to be 2 notches under the 5, because I want that to go all the way across and on top of that. And then I'm going to take this paper and I'm going to cut that at 2 notches under the 1. And I'm going to cut that at 2 notches under the 5. Okay, so you're probably not even going to see this. It's going to be behind here anyway. But I just want, if anybody does look at it, I just want that to be a little bit hidden. So I'm just checking that is not entirely straight, I'll be honest with you. Let's have a little look. Straight on that side. I don't want to live with it, and I'm just going to take a little bit extra off there because it's just coming over the edge, so I need to keep it on that cream side. That's perfect. Okay, we'll make do with that. I think it'll be fine. So I am going to bring in one of the Crafter's Companion Glossy tape pens for the paper. You can use the Hunkydory ones. It is the same sort of thing. And they work just as well, so I'm just using this because that's what I've got at the moment. Obviously when I run out, I am going to be changing that to Hunkydory ones, give them a go, tell you what I think of them. But for now we'll make do. But any bits of card, I'm going to go ahead, I'm using the same glues I always use, which is the Floral tacky glue in this one, which I'm just popping a little bit into the corners so my corners stick down. And then this one is the Floral tacky glue, which is the same sort of glue as the Hunkydory construction glue. I like them both. It's just that the Floral came in a bigger bottle and worked out to be better value for me when I bought it, basically. I mean, that may change now that Hunkydory has a bigger bottle, but what I'll do is when I do need to restock up, I'll just go with whichever version is cheapest, because they both are really good glues. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and pop these mats on, and it's that one is this one. I'm trying to work out which one was which. So that is going on to there. Again, so this is the cardstock, so I like to use that all-purpose glue with the cardstock. So we've got a nice generous border there, so I'm quite happy with that. And then this one, again we'll use the and you might have a border or another bit of card that you want to use out of this kit. You might have a border from another kit, you know, like the border, you get these sort of long borders that come in. And I'm not too worried about this top and bottom, because when this is folded up it is going to, oops, not if I do that it won't, it will sort of match up again. Okay, let me just put that straight. So I'm going to have a few glue marks that I'm not going to be happy with. Okay, so the tacky glue is supposed to stop that happening for me, because it usually glues faster, but obviously I've moved it just a little bit too quick. And I was watching somebody the other day on what was I watching? Oh, Craft Roulette, which is a game where they the machine picks out some sort of parameters, and they have to, two people have to make a card on the sort of spot using those things. So they have a couple of minutes to go and find what they need, and then they make a card. They'll have a card type, the colours, an element, that sort of thing. Oh, I've got too far over with that. I wonder if that's going to give me a bit of time. Oh, this is not going well at all, is it, guys? I might have to redo that. Let's redo that. Ooh, this is when you show you I'm rusty, because I've not done proper crafting for a little while. Okay, so we'll go back. That's an inch. And then we're going 2 notches under the 5. Come back in with this. Sorry, my computer's just making a few funny noises. 2 notches under the 1. We're going 2 notches under the 5. Actually, this gives that glue a little bit of time to go off. Again, it's just a little bit long, so let's just take a smudge off the end. That's fine. What was I saying? Oh, Craft Roulette. So yeah, there's a lady on there, bless her, and she was saying that, you know, when we make a card and something doesn't go quite to plan, then when we look at that card, all we see is the struggle that we had to make it, and it's forever not quite, because it's not in your head how you imagined it to be. You sort of always think of it like that, but when somebody else sees it, they see it as a completed project, and it's lovely and it's beautiful and finished. And she says, you know, obviously crafters, sometimes we're a little bit cruel to ourselves in that we only, when you see that card after that, all you see is that struggle. You don't see the beautiful finished outcome. And I think that's quite true, because I know certainly some cards I've made and I thought, you know, I see it and I go, oh well, but you know, this happened and that happened. So I'm just hiding that join there, if it's going to stick nicely. It's very slidey today, so I don't know why. Alright, so when that folds up, it's going to be in that sort of decorated state, and then we've got that there. Okay, so what I will do while that's now going off and drying a little bit more, so we'll put that away. I'm going to take this large topper here. I think I might change my mind and come in with this one, but I was initially thinking this one because they do tend to look quite good propped up. So yeah, I think I am going to go with this one. So I'm not going to use all of these layers. Let's pop, bring a bit off. Oh, no. Let's see, let's get my scissors in there because my knife has got some gunk on it from when I was doing the door the other day. And you noticed mind you, it's not windy today, but there's no noises, no ghostly noises behind me today. And we're just working our way around. Let's pop that out. I'm not too bothered about this thin gold border because I'm not going to be using it, but ideally if I can get it out neatly I will. So it just seems to be not quite dyed properly in that corner there for some reason. Even the machines have an off day. Sorry if you can hear Henry barking. The next door neighbour has been not the noisy ones with the children. The other way, she's got grown-up children. She's been doing a little bit of cutting back the rose out the front. She has a lovely climbing rose that goes right up to the roof, and every couple of years she gives it a really good cut back, and that's what she was doing today. Okay, and Henry can hear her, so I am going to go keep it so that I can still put it in a 6x6. I think if I do that to the bottom there, that's going to work out quite well for me. So I'm going to go with these 2mm foam pads. I only want to go, oops, about halfway. That should be, yep, that's about where I want it to be. Let's do one on the other side. So I want to put quite a lot of foam pads on it because this is going to be the support for it, because it's going to come above that card. Okay, so let's peel these off. If I can get them to peel off, my nails are not working today. So yeah, so I've been watching quite a few things while I've not been, I mean there's things that I watch regularly like Hunkydory. I still watch a lot of Calamity. Don't always comment, but I do enjoy her videos. That's Crafty Calamity, I think it's, yeah, Crafty Calamity. I watch a lot of Nicole Spohr, S-P-O-H-R, although that's more sort of crafting with things, you know, spellbinders or lawn fawn, those sort of things. Let's get this straight. Come on now, let's behave. Yeah, so I've been watching quite a lot of videos while I've not been. So it's always good to keep sort of watching and being inspired, you know. So let me pop that inside there. I'm going to go with these ones from Crafter's Companion, which actually, let's not do those. Let's take that off because I have got the really big ones from Hunkydory. I think let me just bring this in. Sorry, this is my little pot of pads, and it's going to crinkle and be really annoying, so I apologise. I just have to find them. There they are. And these are the 5mm ones, so they are really, really chunky. So they are really going to stand out on this card. So I'm going to pop just 4 on. I think that's going to be enough on there. Just, oops. Go back in there, don't be naughty. That's going to give us a nice bit of dimension on here. And again, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on just to give me a little bit of wiggle room time, and also it just gives me a little bit of security that they've stuck. And I'm going to pop that onto there. I'm not going to put the, usually I put the little next layer in just to give me an idea of where that's going to go. But let me just give that a little finish down there. Should have done it before I put the top on really. We have got a bit of glue there, but that's going to be fine. So that's how that's sitting at the moment. And then on here we have a lot of sentiments. We've got thinking of you, just for you, best wishes and happy birthday. And on the other one, let's have a quick look on the other one. We've got, let's drag it in so you can see it. Again, we've got lots again. We've got made especially for you, sending birthday wishes, from me to you, made with lots of love, handmade for you, someone special just to say, and made with love and care. So I think I'm going to take this made with love and care. We've got the greens on there, but I think it's going to work because these colours all do intermingle. And then I'm going to come with this one here, just for you. So it's going to be made with love and care, just for you. So I don't very often put 2 on there, but I think there's space enough for that there. I could put a ribbon, you know, there's loads of other things. Maybe we could come, pop that one in the centre. Oops, I don't drop it. And then maybe have that one. Yeah, I think we're going to go there. So I'm going to go flat with this one on there. So just a little bit of tacky glue on there. We'll pop that coming across. Try, oops, I'm determined to throw that on the floor. Now if you want to, you can put a little foam pad under there, and I may go back in when that's dry and do that. But just give that a little press down. And then this one I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use these 2mm foam pads on the front. So I'm going to put this in the centre. If you've got a smaller image from anywhere else, you could possibly put it in here. But I am going to pop this on and then add some of those pearls. Or I might change the pearls out to some different ones, maybe some blue or purple if I have some. It's going to curl up because of that wet glue. Right, let's not put that one upside down. Let's pop that more or less in the middle. Okay, bear with me while I just grab some gems or pearls. Okay, so I'm going to come back in with these clear gems. I don't like that one. Let's go with these ones. So I have just put a little pad under there because it was curling up quite a bit. So I kept it. I thought I'd go with these clear ones. So that means I can still keep this quite masculine, even though it's flowers. You know, there are some guys that do like the floral designs, so you may have someone who's a gardener. So I'm gonna go, and I'm not using these have come out of a Crafter's Companion box. So, and I'm just doing different little layouts. Let's see if that's going to come. That's stuck to me. Yeah, there's always one, isn't there? There's always one that escapes. So I've got 2, 2, 3. Let's pop you up a little bit and move you over. And then I'm going to pop another big one if I can get that off. And that's going to go, yeah, we'll go up here. Okay, so that is that first card. So that's how it's going to go in an envelope. Probably going to need a box envelope because it's quite chunky with those pads. You could go, obviously go like 1 or 2 millimeter, keep it nice and flat. And then when it's very difficult to show you these stood up, but obviously when it's on a shelf, it's going to look something like that. If you've got any die cuts with sprigs on, you know, you could still go in with that. You could also go in with a quick glue pen, especially on this lily, add some glitter. Got some clear gems there escaping. Let's just move those over there. It's not from this card, it's obviously just come off the sheet. Yeah, you could put some glitter, especially on the lily, because that would make that really stand out. So that's card 1. So I'm just going to pop this away and get set up for card number 2. Okay, so for the second card I'm going to be using this piece that we have remaining from that other card. So I'm just going to ease those pieces out. And I'm going to again take this off because I don't want that behind it. Hoping that's going to come off nice and easy, and it does. Okay, so what I plan to do is to pop it onto my card, either like that, and may even still keep it at an angle, but that's the sort of way that I'm going. Now if I grab that piece of paper that was from that other card, and what I have got is I treated myself to some of these 6x8 tent fold card blanks. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to cut it down a little bit because I want it to come over the edge. So I think I might take, I'm going to take an inch off. So that's going to make it 5x8. And then we're going to have that nice overhang. So just give that a little, sorry, it's shaking the camera a little bit there. Might have to just finish that a little bit with my scissors, which have disappeared underneath the pile of things. There we go, there. So could just possibly take it, but I don't want to tear the back. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. So now we've got a 5x8. So I'm going to bring in some gold mirror cards. So I have got some A4, which I'll need obviously because this is 8 inches long, so it's bigger than the the gold mirror toppers that I've got there. So it's 5 inches across, so I'm going to come 2 notches under the 5, and then if I pop that little arm out, I'm going to come 2 notches under the 8, and that should fit quite nicely. And it does. So for some reason the one side is slightly longer than the other, but I'm going to leave that like that. And then this piece here, I think we are 8 inches long. Yep. So I can go 4 notches under the 8, and then I can come 4 notches or 4 3/4 to bring that in. Let's have a little look to see how that fits on there. We want that to go on there quite nicely. So I'm not sure if that's my cutting that's off or whether it is this piece of paper. Let's try that. Let's do away. Let's see. So I don't think it's this. I think it must be the paper because yeah, it's coming over there. Right, what I'm going to do, something I hate doing, is abandon that piece and just grab another sheet from the book. We could come in and go a little bit more pinker, couldn't we? Or we could go more browner. Let's have a little look at that against that. Changing mine now. I'm doing something else. Let's have a look at that one. Okay. Let's go with the green because the green's nice. Right, so let's try that again. So we're going 4 3/4 by 7 3/4. I find that sometimes my cutting just goes off. I don't know quite how I managed to do it. That must have been that paper because that's right. And do I want anything else? No, I don't at the moment. So let's have a little look and see how this fits together. I think actually I might have a little bit of ribbon. So I have, I could use some of that gold that I used the other day. Or I could come in with this moss green. These is what I've just got to hand without going rooting all through. Let's see. I think I might let's have a go with this one. These are all ribbons that came from China or Temu, or probably actually AliExpress because it's only fairly recently that I bought from Temu. I have yet to buy anything from, is it Shine? I'm not quite sure how you say that one. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop a little bit of the all-purpose glue on, and then I'm going to use my tape pen and the edges, because what I find with paper sometimes is wet glue makes it bubble. If I do use the dotty tape pen with the all-purpose glue or with the Hunkydory construction glue, it does mean usually I can get it into the right place, and then the dotty dots will stick that down while that's gluing. So you see that's quite a nice finish there. Okay, and then the other thing I need is going to be some red liner tape. And I can't remember what I've done with that, so let's do that with our tape pen. So I'm going to go along the bottom, and obviously this is going to be held in place by proper glue as well. And then if I put that up there, just put that at an equal distance across, just doing that by eye. And I can see I've pulled it a little bit too tight, but if I just put that down, that should still be in the same place, and it is. And this is just a 3mm, and it's sort of like a satin type ribbon. Could use any colour, you could go with a purple. If I'd have had the purple to hand, I would definitely have used it. You can see it stuck that down quite nicely, but what I am going to do is just pop some more dots on top of it. I'm going to pop some glue there as well, and then I can just glue this onto my card base as normal. I do prefer to use red liner tape, and what I did because I use quite a lot of it on the order of services. I bought a big roll of the thinner size, but you have to be quite careful with it, because what it tries to do is sort of collapse in on itself. So it goes in a bag, and I did put it somewhere where I knew I wasn't going to squash it. So just pop a little bit of glue under there. It's just curling up, and I do not want it to. Okay. It's coming up there as well, so just there. So my pet hates of crafting is when I see the ends of things coming up. And it's not on other people's cards, it's just on mine. It just really annoys me. Okay, so let's line this up on my notepad here. So I do want it to come, I don't want it to go over the top, but I do want it sort of equal on each side. So and I want it to be sort of straight. So I'm using the lines on my mat here to sort of line those up. So I've got them on that middle line, and I've got probably 1 1/4 there, and 1 and nearly. I'm just going to take that a little bit that way, and then if I just pop a little bit of card there, just because I'm going to now move that. And do I want to raise it up? I think I do. So let's grab some more strips. We use these nice fat ones, so I'll take that off. Should be okay for a moment. These are 2mm, and I need to make sure I don't pop any on those edges. So if I just go in a little bit there, and then do the same on the opposite side. I know I'm not going to get myself into trouble. Okay. Now hopefully I've not moved those, but we can go ahead and reline it up anyway. So let's see, so let's get that there. I don't want to go down too far, so I want to go to about there. So let me peel these off, and then I'm going to have to make a decision. I am going to put plenty of PVA glue on here, of this cloud tacky glue, because I want to be able to just coerce it where I want it to go, and I'm not terribly confident at the moment that I'm going to get it in the right place first time. And we want to be like so. Let's just move those out of the way. So nice and straight. Yeah, we've got nothing there. So let's just line it up with a line there. So we've got a line, and thinking, yeah, about there. Lovely jubbly. And then what I need to do is find where I've now buried that picture. And then we're going to decide, do I want it to go that way? We could have it in, I think I do want it to go that way, because otherwise it's going to be on a bit of a slant, and I'm not sure I like that, although I like the way the butterflies go in. But I think I'm going to have it go in like so. So I am going to use the same height, and I'm just going to pop that in the middle. I'm just going to double check that's what I want to do. Yeah, I think I do, because otherwise they're going to be, yeah, I think people will look at it otherwise and go, oh, that's growing the wrong way. But it could be a bush coming over. I'm going to do it on the warmth, you know. I'm going to do it doing that way. So apologies if this triggers you a little bit. But it could be the bush falling over, so that's my argument for doing it this way. You know, plants don't always grow, or they don't just grow up, but they also grow over, and especially with these big flowers, they would be pretty heavy. So let's pop that in. That's my argument. I'm sticking to it. Okay, and then we want a little sentiment, don't we? So let's bring these back again. Go with thinking of you. So we'll decide where that's going to go. I think it's probably going to go. I don't think I want it, and we could have it on there. That does look quite nice, and it would keep that nice and flat as well. Let's do that. Let's grab. I'm going to go with these little 1mm foam pads, and these are just the real tiny ones. So I had sort of planned, when I sort of was looking through the kit, deciding what to do on my video today, I did sort of plan some of it out, and then the last little bit, the fine tuning, which is the churning and stuff, is the bits that I did about, so I apologise. And also, it doesn't help that I'm quite nervy coming back, do you know what I mean, because it's been a while. Isn't that weird? You know, like I was doing it for like loads of time, years, year and a half, something like that. I've been doing these videos. So I think what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to come in with a bit of sparkle, and I have still got those, I think these are Dewcraft ones. Oh, sorry, rustling. So a nice little bit of sparkle. So obviously when this stands, if I've got it the right way up, yes I have, it's going to stand like so. But let's just decorate up these corners. Again, if you've got any leafy die cuts, that would be perfect coming out of here. Oh, it doesn't want to let go. Come on. Let's turn that around the right way. Oh, it's being difficult. Oh look, now it will sit down and it won't undo. So I'm going to go with 3, 1, 2. I think that's slightly smaller. Actually, we'll go with 4. There. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to move it over a little bit because it's just. So 4. I think I'm just going to put one big one on the other side just to make my 5. You know how I like my odds. You could just go you know, do a little pattern. You know, I've done that before. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it does not. Then the last thing I'm going to do, and I am going to need a little bit of paper. So where's that bit of paper that wasn't working for me before? We'll use that. And I'm going to bring in my Deco Art Glamour Dust Quickie Glue pen, and it's just bring a little bit under here. Actually, let me just check that's working nicely. So I might have to swap to one of my backups. Companion one. Let's try this one. I think that one's just get them warm up. Sometimes if you warm up the barrel, the glue starts flowing again. Oh, this might be a no-go, guys. Right, bear with me 2 seconds. Let me just see if I can get this going. There we go. Some furious scribbling later, and I've got my Quickie Glue pen to work. So I'm just going to go in the dark spaces of this flower here, and no particular, you know, I'm not colouring, I'm just popping a few little lines in, and because this is the crystal, it will just bring those colours through the glitter, so it's just going to add that little bit of luxury in, and I'll do a little bit on the white, not as much. I'll do a few dots on the centre there. You can do as much or as little as you like. Now I am going to use this as my catch-all paper because I don't have any copy paper in here. So we'll just pop that over. And that will need to dry so that it comes fully off. And once, if I give that a little bit of time to dry, what I'll be able to do is sprinkle glitter all over myself, but also I will be able to just gently use a really fine brush. So I've got like a makeup brush, very gentle, like so, and then I'll just use that to take off any excess glitter. So I think we are there. Yeah, we are. Let's see if I can just brush that off like so. And that's that second card finished. So if I wanted to, I could use that insert pack instead of this, because there was all pastel colours in there. I was tempted, but then I thought, well, I don't very often use these duo pads, and I have got some, not as many as I would like. I would like them all, but I haven't got them all, so one day I will have them all. I have got another one coming, the sort of fantastic one that was offered with the prize last week, which I saw and fell in love with, so I thought I would get that. So let me bring those cards back in because I'm talking nonsense again. And that is the 2 cards from that, and it's called Framed Florals, and it's an Aperture card kit. I don't know if it's still available, whether they've put them all in goodie boxes, but there is a good chance if you've had a goodie box, you've probably had this kit or something similar to it. But so we've got a 5 by 8 card. It should, I think, go into a 6 by 6 envelope. No, it'll have to be a 7 by 8 envelope. And then we've got those 2 there. What I will do is just take pictures and pop them on Pinterest and Facebook so you can get a better look at them. I think it's hard to sort of show you how this looks when it's up on the camera because I have to hold them upside down. I don't have a face on camera for them, so yeah, I'll do some nice pictures, put them on Pinterest so you'll be able to see them later. And you will obviously see them at the start of this video because I usually put them as the thumbnail so that I know which card goes with which video, and I think it looks nice. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for your lovely comments. I really do appreciate them all, every one of them. I am working my way around to commenting on all of them, so I will get there, but please just be a little bit patient with me while I ease myself back into it. Sorry, that gem could do with just being a little further over, it's annoying me. But I will reply to all of the comments on, I think I've done most of YouTube, it's some of Facebook I haven't done yet. But that's it for today. Next time I'm definitely coming back with the kit from the last magazine, because 3 weeks time I think we're due another magazine, so I want to get that one done before I do anything else. And then after that I'm hoping that my unicorn one will be here, or maybe the free one, so we will see what happens after that. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support as well. Like I say, I do appreciate it. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye.